Have you ever seen a battery security camera on steroids? Well, Eufy just created this monster. Just check this out. This is a video of my backyard from my iPhone 14 Pro Max. It is pitch black out. You can't see much of anything. Now, here's a video from the EufyCam S3 Pro with MaxColor Night Vision. This is in the same light setting. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to DIY Reed. My name is Reed, and today's video we're going to be talking about Eufy's brand new security camera. It's going to be the EufyCam S3 Pro. We'll talk about all the features, all the specs. We're going to give you a little bit of sample video footage during the daytime, nighttime, show off the MaxColor Vision, as we have earlier just a second ago. We're going to take you to spin on the mobile app, and I'm going to share my final thoughts at the very end of this video. The EufyCam S3 Pro is an updated model of the EufyCam 3, and it got a lot of updates. The S3 Pro now has an updated camera lens with MaxColor Vision technology, which is powered by AI to help deliver a crystal clear footage. One thing I did want to mention with their MaxColor Night Vision is Eufy conducted hundreds of hours of image quality testing and optimization for different environmental lighting conditions. You have multiple different MaxColor Night Vision settings. One of them is going to be enabled once this is released. It is not quite there yet. You have the standard, which is by default the night surveillance in a well-lit area with ambient lighting. And then they have daylight, which is enhancing brightness, color night vision, and dynamic range to reduce dark corners. This is suitable for low-lit areas. Then they also have ultra daylight, which this one will be released once the product is officially launched. And this is for bright as day, full colors, in ultra low lit areas. So this is going to be the one that you're going to want to use in very, very low lit areas with color night vision. And then they have spotlight, and this one's for areas that's very hard to see, very dark, and that you also want to get motion detection when the light turns on. This also uses extra power to get the spotlights to work. So just keep that in mind. And then they have infrared for night vision. And this is when you don't want to have a spotlight on or when there's no light at all whatsoever. And this will be more of a black and white image. It now has an adaptive spotlight, which is motion triggered and automatically adjusts to the lighting for optimal footage. So that way it doesn't blow out the image. They upgraded the solar panel to their new Solar Plus 2.0, which is 50% larger than the EufyCam 3 model. Just 1 hour of sunlight per day keeps this thing fully charged. And they also added radar in addition to the PIR sensor to help trigger motion and save on battery life. Here are two things that I know a lot of people were really wanting. Are you ready for them? Are you ready? The S3 Pro now allows for 24/7 recording when the camera is wired, and it is also HomeKit compatible. It's finally HomeKit compatible. I know you've all been waiting for that. Now let's get technical and talk about the specs. The camera features a 4K resolution with a 1 1/8 stacked CMOS sensor with a 15 frame rate and a 1-point aperture with AX zoom. It has 135-degree field of view, 112 horizontal, 60-degree vertical. Like we talked about earlier, it has a MaxColor Night Vision technology and adaptive spotlights. The adaptive spotlights are a nice addition to this to help out, so that way the camera doesn't blow out an image. A lot of the cameras out there that have spotlights and all that, they blow the image out when the spotlights are on at least because it doesn't know what to do. It's just like, it just blows the image out because it's just super bright light on it. On a live view, you can use their touch to focus feature to help see the spots that are too dark or overexposed. For audio, it has a full duplex two-way audio with a dual microarray with noise reduction and a 100 decibel siren. It has an onboard Solar Plus 2.0 solar panel for solar charging, and it also can be charged or be powered by a USB-C cable. It does support an external solar panel for those areas where you need to mount the camera where it's not going to see any sun. For the motion detection, they added a radar to help with motion detection up to 40 feet. It has cross-camera tracking, which is super nice. So pretty much what it does is when you have multiple cameras set up, if it sees an image on one camera and then eventually sees it on the other camera or another camera, it will automatically piece those together. And when you view the video later on down the road, it will put both of those both of the footage onto one playing field. So that way when you hit play, it's going to play me, like say if I have it in my front yard and I go to my backyard, it's going to catch me in the front yard. And once I hit the backyard, it's going to show that without having to go between all the video footage. It basically stitches all the video together that you need. It has Apple HomeKit Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant integration for all those smart features. The EufyCam S3 Pro does not have built-in storage on the cameras themselves. However, it does connect to the Homebase 3 wirelessly, which has a built-in 16 gigabyte storage. But you can also, it's got an HDD slot or hard drive slot. You can install a 2.5-inch laptop style hard drive of up to 16 terabytes into that. So you already have 16 gigabytes in the storage on the hub, and then you can add up to 16 terabytes. I have a 1 terabyte little small hard drive that I'm going to use, and that's what I use for all my storage. Let's take a look at some of the sample footage during the daytime, nighttime with night vision, and color night vision. Here's the quality of the video during the daytime. It is sunny out. I am in the shade, but this is the quality that you're going to get during the daytime, and the audio quality that you're going to hear from the camera itself. Here's the quality of the video at nighttime with the infrared night vision on. It doesn't have color night vision. This is what you're going to get if you turn off the color night vision and just go with the infrared. Here's the quality of the video at nighttime with the spotlights on, and this is what you're going to get if you want to turn the spotlights on and the audio quality. Here's the quality of the video during the nighttime with the color night vision. There are no lights on. You see the moonlight behind me, and I think my neighbor's got a little light on. But other than that, it is dark out. This is what you're going to get. Now, let's take a look at the smartphone app. All right, so here is the camera. Right now, it's my devices. It's my backyard camera right now. You can see the snapshot of what was left, or last time it saw motion. You got battery percentage at the bottom. Well, not percentage, but it kind of shows you how much is left. The Wi-Fi signal, if the solar panel is being charged right now, which it's not, because it's actually dark outside. You'll see in just a second. I can, there's 8 notifications of things that have happened, and I can also hit this play button and it'll stitch things together and show me what's going through my neighborhood. Or not my neighborhood, but show me what happened last. It was going through my kitchen trying to get it to mount. I have 3 dots here that will go further into settings, and I'm going to go ahead and hit play so I can get a live view. And now it's going to go into a live view. I'm going to turn off the volume here. So here is a view of my backyard. It is actually kind of dark out there, and the color night vision is doing its job. At the bottom, I have record. I can record a video right now. Turn on off sound. I can call in. I can do a call to the camera. That way I can hold my phone up to my head and talk to somebody like I'm talking to them on the phone. I can turn the spotlight on and off. I got playback, night vision. I can change the night vision because you can change different color or night vision. Select standard, daylight. We can do daylight right now. And then we can do spotlights, or we can do infrared. It's up to you. You're going to want to do what's best for where you put the camera or each camera you have. I can look at the events, and I can also take a screenshot. And at the top right, I have a siren, so I can turn on the siren, and then settings. We'll go ahead and go to settings here. This is where you can add or do motion detection. Right now we just have human, but they have vehicle, pet, and human detection, which is really nice. Well, it looks like human recognition and human detection. The human recognition is really nice because you can put pictures of people and it'll tell you who it is. So say motion with Reed, or motion with my wife, or motion with anybody you have in there. So right now we just have human detection. You can have a detection heat map, which is calculated to analyze triggers in environments that are like a guide using a detection range. You can also sensitivity, and you can do activity zones. Really nice. Activity zones are a must. Power management right now is optimal power life. I really like optimal surveillance. It does kind of hit the battery a little bit, but since it's a solar panel, it won't be that big a deal. It just gets you the best triggers and the best camera footage and all that. Spotlight settings, intensity of it, it's 100%, man. We're going to go 100%. That's also going to be adaptive based on where you're at. Anti-thief detection, which is kind of nice. That's if it notices someone remove the camera when you turn it on. Just if you ever take it down, make sure you turn that off before you take it down. Snapshot, which is kind of nice. It'll take snapshots randomly for you. Video settings is really nice because you can stream. You can set it to stream 4K, 1080p, 2K, whatever. Record quality, we can turn that down if you wanted to so that we get more footage onto the storage or whatever. But 4K, it is all the way to the moon, right? Night vision, again, standard. That's what we got right now. It's default mode. Watermark, whatever. Audio settings. Right now I just have all the audio settings turned on. So of course, that's what you want. And then general kind of takes you through all like the general stuff, like the name of the camera, LED status, storage, mounting guide, and about the device. Share your thoughts with Eufy, and then you can also share the device. So you can share this with somebody else that we don't have to give them a login to your Eufy account. You can have them make a Eufy account, and you can share this camera to them if you wanted to. And then I can remove the device. Here are my final thoughts. The color night vision on this camera is incredible. Color night vision has been around for a while now. However, the S3 Pro doesn't require much light at all, and I was very shocked when I tested it out. I couldn't believe it. The updated radar sensor along with the PIR sensor is going to be super nice on cutting down on those false notifications. The updated solar panel technology is super nice. It's going to be able to allow me to keep these cameras out there, and I'm not going to have to charge them, and I'm not going to have them wired up. One thing I wanted to talk about is their camera mounts here. Now, most of these camera mounts that you get are not the most super full. They're not super useful, and they're very difficult to get in the right area. So what's really nice of this is it's like got some grooves in it. I don't know if you can hear that when you loosen it up just a little bit, so that way it sticks. So that way when you're tightening it, it doesn't move on you with the camera on it. But the same thing goes is once you get a little bit tight, now you can start moving this portion, the neck portion, and this portion stays put because it's got some grooves in there. So you got kind of like different levels. So you loosen it up completely and you're loose, and then you can tighten it up just a little bit more. And then now I can, whoops, that's a little too much. I can move it, but I can still hear the grooves, and I can lock it into a groove. That way when I can tighten it, once I get it to the portion or the position I need it, and then once I get the actual camera up and down where I need it, then I tighten it down further. And that's really nice to have. I noticed that this thing had that capability, which I really like. Most of them don't, and you're kind of messing around with trying to get the camera set up, and most of the time it's like drooping down while you don't have it tight enough, and then it's a pain in the ass sometimes. I also wanted to mention the crisp clearness of the image during the daytime and nighttime takes this camera to a whole new level. Eufy has finally brought in the Apple HomeKit integration with this camera, which is what a lot of people have been asking for. Eufy actually listened to their consumers. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like, and feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, and home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.